Yo, yo.
Yo, money.
Bop, bop, bop. You know
New,
what it is.
new Rory and Mom. That shit.
It's Preem, bitch.
It's the Unaspiring Rapper podcast.
Absolutely.
So let's just get right into it. Megan Thee
Yeah.
Stallion's her heel. Can we get right into it? Because that's a heel, right? I mean, I guess it's technically a foot, but that's a heel. Am I right? No, it's not technically a heel.
The heel is the foot, so yeah.
All right.
The hoof.
Is that what you were expecting to see where she was shot at, though?
Nah, I kind of, not the back of the foot, but
right.
If she was running away and the nigga was busting, then I see how it hit the heel.
The back, but it's the back side though. It's the side of the heel. It's not like a direct from the.
Maybe she like cut
on her Ricky.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no, not on her Ricky.
Because you know when niggas shooting, you want to run at a zigzag. So maybe.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe it's not on her Ricky because Ricky definitely didn't zigzag, nigga. He probably should have zigzagged.
Nigga ran straight, right?
I still don't understand that to this day. Like, why would a nigga run straight? Why would a football nigga run straight?
Yeah, that wasn't realistic at all.
That wasn't realistic at all.
I definitely wasn't expecting that.
So does that make it official that Tory Lanez pulled the trigger, or that don't even make it official still?
That's what she said. She said it. Did you see it? You see the live? I sent it to you.
Yeah, you sent it to me. She's looking like her name is Nicole Jacobs or something, right?
Yeah, she looked like a medical assistant.
I never even realized how white her name is, nigga. Megan. It actually never hit me until when I was watching that shit last night.
Yeah, I don't know no black Megans. I'll keep it a buck.
Not one. I knew one actually, but I mean, she wasn't black though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no Megans. But that's pretty wild. I'm waiting to see if Tory people say something because she done said some shit now.
So anybody that's tuning in to this, it's our first podcast, but not our first time doing this. You know, formerly known as 210 West Radio. Bear with us to get the quality and all that good shit popping. So just want to touch on it.
Hey, look, our shit don't look like and I love the show too, 5150, but that nigga's audio and video quality shit.
But you know what? We got to play it back and see how it looked though.
Yeah, I bet it don't look like that shit.
Don't look like that. I don't know. You think, nigga? I mean, it's really not that hard.
I think I'm gonna be the one in the pod that got to pull up with the deep threes though. You know.
Dame Dollar.
I might have to, you know. No, I'm a Dave Easton. Like that.
Dave East, the college highlights. That shit's funny.
Bro, that nigga highlights. That nigga was shooting all 50 foot.
Crazy against bums, nigga. Against all bums. So I don't think I saw a black person on any other team he was playing against. But that's neither here nor there. What was it like? Iowa, Northern Iowa, Dakota.
Some middle of the.
Oh, I know. Like, it was Townsend. College.
Yeah, I ain't never heard of Townsend.
Yeah, Townsend College.
That nigga Jay was nice though.
Yeah, that nigga was long stiff neck ass nigga.
I was tripping off when I saw Gilly shooting. I didn't know Gilly could.
Fuck is up with Gilly, man? I mean, you know. I mean, dude, this is an open-ended podcast. We can talk about whatever
Gilly's
we
tough.
want.
Gilly's
so
tough.
You know,
man.
and I asked that question to Gilly. Go ahead.
No, I said, you know his image, his persona, nigga, has always been that, and he's keeping up. He's keeping up with it.
When we had 210 West Radio popping, you know, Gilly actually was a guest on the show. He was an interesting character then too, but the way he is now, I just don't remember him being so. I don't even know the word I'm looking for. Animated. I
didn't know he was on the podcast. I didn't see that one.
Pause for sponsorship. 1800 tequila. Anyway, Yeah, he was on a podcast. I'd say like maybe
Get
6 years
paid
ago,
for
probably. Who ain't getting paid for this?
So
Nigga, we got
1800
sponsors.
cutting the check. We got
In
sponsors.
Gilly voice, nigga, we got sponsors.
we got sponsors.
We got sponsors, nigga.
With your nut ass.
With your nut ass, nigga. I didn't say the sponsor was from 1800. I said it was from the liquor store, nigga. The liquor store sponsored this motherfucker.
They need to send us some what they selling now. Is it still Pro Clubs in y'all liquor stores?
I stopped there earlier to get some t-shirts and they were trying to sell me the Pro Club. Nigga, this ain't nothing but 100% cotton running around. I can't get down, homie. Not in the summer. I can't get down 100% cotton.
That heavy ass t-shirt.
Nigga, that Pro Club neck be right here, my nigga. Like literally right here.
That shit like a choker.
Nigga be walking around like that.
Yeah, especially when it's fresh, man.
So I know we've been talking about music a little bit lately. I'll tell you about listening to this Jay Stalin. I recommended the album to you. You know, as an artist yourself, you know, you had a couple of critiques that I was just curious. So first of all, the album we're talking about is The Real World 5, Jay Stalin, DJ Fresh, collective albums, like 10 songs. Did you skim through the whole thing, or did you just kind of just cut through a couple tracks?
No, I went through every song from the intro to the last song. I went in order, skimmed through it. I can't remember the names of the joints that I told you I fuck with. I like him. He nice. He dope. I just didn't think that it matched the beats, because beats is hella cool. I fuck with it. It sounds like something, like I said, that you would be on.
Okay.
Because you don't necessarily rap as like he raw, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, he's shooting the nigga who's snitching on the dope dealer.
Yeah, I would like to hear him. I would prefer him over more aggressive beats. That's my only gripe with it. And then a lot of the beats sounded repetitive.
Definitely.
That's my only critique. But I still give the project overall, I give it a solid 7.5, 8. It wasn't bad.
So this kind of actually gives me an idea. I was watching this split screen. We've been talking about this verse shit a lot. I think the next episode we do, which we'll call episode 102, so this is episode 101, why don't we do our own versus battle, my nigga? You know what I'm saying?
I want that.
Okay. So since, you know, these industry niggas, when they do it, they're doing, actually, I don't know what they base that shit off of. Because some niggas base that shit off of hits, number one hits, right? And some niggas base that shit off catalog. And some people base that shit off just the ear test, right? So what would our shit be?
I mean, that's a good question. We probably have to make some categories that we basing it off of, like production, lyrics, hook, maybe.
Right. Okay.
Off top, that's what I would think. Because who wants to play a whole song, right?
Right.
We do like hook, verse, or verse hook, you know. So then we at least could judge them three things.
All right. And then speaking of like artist and producer collaboration projects, from who we haven't seen together before, who you think will be a good mesh? Take an industry producer and the industry rapper and put them together. Who you think would be dope that we haven't seen?
You mean, like, what you mean? Kind of break that down.
Like you know how like Madlib and Freddie Gibbs got a joint. You know what I'm saying? Me and you got it, or in them works. You know, or whoever. Stalin and
we got
DJ Fresh. Reflection, Eternal. You know, those type of shit. Who would you, if you could put together, instead of a super rap group, what super duo would you put together you think would work perfect together?
That hasn't been together.
That we have not seen before.
Damn, that's a good question. You know what? I seen somebody throw around, or you know what? My nigga ID, I think ID brought it up. Might have been ID. Either that or online. Anyway, he said Eminem and Alchemist would be dope. And I thought that would be different. You know what I'm saying? To catch him on some pure MC shit, not his typical sound. But it wouldn't be my
Really? Because I feel like Eminem's beats sound like Alchemist's beats.
I don't. He got accordions and like all his shit. You feel me? He has that accordion, like
Okay.
square dance. You know what I'm saying? I think square dance when I think Eminem beats.
Okay. Let me think of somebody.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm trying to think. Uh,
it sucks because a lot of niggas, like my favorite rappers, aren't the hardest workers. If that makes any sense. And
I get that.
I don't know if that's fair to them, but they don't drop enough material.
You know,
I
okay.
guess. I
Here's
guess.
one,
You know
and
what I mean?
no, I feel you. To go back to the question, a childhood one that I thought about. I would really like to hear a Bone Thugs and Harmony album produced by produced by DJ Paul and Juicy J.
Okay. 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 All right.
To get them back in that dark mode or that dark side.
So I personally would love to see K Tronada, and I'm just fucking with you. That's an inside thing for people who listen, and maybe we'll visit that in some of the future episodes. But
like
just remember that
it's like two separate stories on that.
yeah, damn near three. But so actually, I would like to see Jadakiss team up with a West Coast, not even a West Coast, but like a smooth nigga. Like, what's my nigga that be making all Mozzie's beats and shit?
June on the beat.
I would like to see him with a June on the beat. I think that would be dope because we've heard Jadakiss get on West Coast beats before and do very well.
He does do well over West Coast.
And maybe not June, maybe more like Larry June's niggas, Cardo or whatever, whoever makes Currency's beats and all that shit. I would like to see him on something like that. I think would be dope. And not necessarily West Coast, not that boom, not that necessarily, but definitely on that smooth shit that Larry June be on.
I could hear that. That would be dope.
So what else we got? We got like 5 more minutes. What you want to touch on?
Shit. What else is going on
I got
now?
something to say. I know a lot of people who may see this be like, "Oh, everybody go to podcasts, right?" True indeed, but niggas was doing this shit when it was called internet radio. So just want to throw that out there.
And you started on what platform? What was the platform called back then? It was on
Blog Talk Radio, which is still around.
Which is still around here. But a lot of people started.
I revisited. A lot of people started there. I revisited that shit actually recently, and believe it or not, nothing's changed. Nigga, they haven't enhanced their shit or nothing. They must be doing well enough to where they ain't got to do the shit or something.
Yeah, it's a lot of YouTubers I listen to that started on Blog Talk Radio, and they mention that a lot. Like, ain't nothing changed.
Yeah. So and then
I haven't upgraded shit.
But some people would like, what insight does a nigga bring? Do niggas bring to the table versus other niggas? It may not be a different insight, but it definitely be a real opinion with no bias or nothing like that. If I feel a nigga's a sucking nigga, I'm definitely gonna say it, whether I like his music or not, or whether I even know him or not personally. So we're gonna get into that. So some shit may be controversial, but there's a lot of sucky MCs in the game. A lot of what we coined MC fuck nigga, and I think we may use this platform to maybe talk about niggas a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's right up our alley. I mean, that's how our conversations go anyway. Yeah, right. Conversations anyway about all the bullshit we see and the stuff we might know behind the scenes. So they definitely gonna hear shit that they gonna don't get from your typical podcast that has ties.
I'm not. What's today's date? Today's what? Today is the
20th, I think.
All right, I got a new single that dropped today called Blessings. My nigga Preem didn't make it because he took 2 months to give me the song, but it's available on all platforms. So hopefully this nigga will get on the remix, the tweet mix, nigga, the 210 remix. But I waited 3 weeks for the song to come out. So Blessings featuring Grim, written and produced by a nigga named 210 West. Y'all might know him. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, yeah. So one of these days, Preem gonna get his own setup. And we're gonna be able to get shit in a timely manner, but that's for a whole nother podcast because we're actually unaspiring artists the podcast. So
Yeah, this is the unaspiring rapper.
yeah, so our goal is not to be rappers. Our goal is to just talk shit. That's it.
The unass podcast. The
The
unaspiring.
unass. No ass. The no ass. No ass.
No ass.
No ass. Just hashtag no ass. I'm like, what that stand for? Like, well, it's a long.
Yeah.
Have a seat.
It's
Like, have a seat.
Yeah. The no
Best
aspiring.
So Nas dropped the album. Really?
Yep. I listened to it last night, and it is the production is better than his average shit. Like Vlad got to him. Vlad must have got on his fucking nerves. Cause Vlad got on my nerves asking every nigga what he thinks about Nas's beat selection. He was asking every nigga he interviewed what he thought about Nas's beat selection, and Nas heard it and he listened. So
Is it Kanye beats or no? No.
No, this ain't that Kanye shit. It sounds way better than that.
I don't know, man.
It's all right. You know what I don't like about Nas, and what I think would make him better or put him back on that level that he was, if he just kept rapping. He don't do good like how I rap. I pause, right? He started pausing, and that shit don't work to me with his flow. Like
his shit is really unorthodox. Me as a producer, you know how I do a lot of remixes and shit.
Yeah, you can't just match this verse to another beat. Yeah.
No, you can't, bro. It's not like seamless. You know what I'm saying? It's not a seamless thing. You got to do some extra chops and screws and shit. It's a trip.
No, I know exactly what you're saying. It ain't like you could take Tupac lyrics and put on something.
Definitely can't take no Pac shit on there at all, nigga. Like I've had the most luck with current rappers. You know what I mean? I would assume that the Baby's pretty difficult too.
Yeah, I could hear that.
Cause she don't want none of it. Bitch, she give me head of none of us, huh?
Yeah, you would have to like match it to a
Not
T.
to mention he does not rap on beat anyway. We talked about that in a couple of songs before. You're like, wait a minute, that nigga's not even on beat. Like, I don't know if it was mixed that way on accident and placed wrong, or if he rapped it that way. But
on some of his recent shit, right?
Remember what time? I can't remember what song it was. It was off that one album that I liked before I stopped liking him. Pause. I like liking the underdog nigga, but I fucked with the Baby before I heard anything that any music. You know, based off the stand his ground. You know what I mean? And you gotta respect that real nigga factor and shit.
Right.
But sometimes niggas can take the real nigga to the next level.
That's what made me check for him.
Same here. And then I actually checked the song for the video he was shooting when he did that stand his ground shit. Oh, that nigga got a little cute hand tattoo. Hey, so everybody in the comments, and this is gonna be on YouTube. I want everybody in the comments to tell me.
just show your leg tattoo.
Nah,
just show your leg tattoo. Put your leg up. Look. Hit him with the leg. Hit him with the leg tattoo. There you go.
Look, nigga.
There you go.
Look, nigga.
Now show yours.
Nigga, it's the Freeway 210 sign, homie. It's simple. Nigga, they want to see it. I think I do look.
Show,
that shit gay. What I look like pulling my leg up,
nigga? Thank you. But I can do this.
It's right there. You wasn't even trying to show
I know.
it. Hey,
exactly.
I didn't mean to offend our homosexual listeners when I said that's gay. When I said that's gay, I meant it in a jocular manner. I didn't mean it in the literal sense. You know what I'm saying? So, because I don't think my man's gay. So, so I just want to let all our listeners know.
My aunt is gay. I love the gay community.
Yep. Yep. And I ain't even got to pause. Hell to the fucking no. Yep. All right, so we hit about 20. This is episode 101. We might hit y'all with an episode 102 the same day, like the rest of the other niggas doing shit. You know what I mean? Just chopping it up into sequences of shit.
And you'll never...
Real quick, media take. I had Tekashi this morning looking chunky and nigga gained 50 pounds. You see that shit?
Oh, I see that shit. That nigga look like a guy. He look like a rotten potato, bro.
Did you see that house, the swimming pool he was in, nigga, at the house?
No, I didn't see that.
In the hills? That shit was so stupid. He
Uh-uh.
lived in Pacific Palisades. He was like, "This is my city, LA. They love me. See,
What y'all gonna do about that?
who's y'all?
The West Coast, as Choke No Joke would say.
I'm from Pasadena, homie. I wouldn't know. Although my fitted would say a little something different. You know what I'm saying? But you know,
Say 210.
the nigga
Okay.
stupid. So also, what we gonna do is we gonna let me stop. Anyway, we signing off, man. It's the unaspiring, unaspiring rapper podcast.
No
Eat a,
ass.
eat a dick.